because one wrong step can spell the difference between failure and success. The hitch pattern calls for only 3 steps off the line. The takeoff should be the same as any other pattern to drive the defender back. But then after 2 steps, the receiver settles with a wide base to allow movement in either direction. He should get to the outside as quickly as possible to stay away from inside pursuit. The slant pattern is a quick 3-yard pattern to the inside. On this pass, the receiver will find himself in heavy traffic, so it's imperative that he tuck the ball in immediately and protect it with his body. The slant is very effective when used against tight coverage near the goal line. A quick outside move will open up the slant area. The fast goal pattern is run at about 6 yards with the same sharp break to the inside. This pattern is deep enough to clear the linebackers, yet still underneath the defensive backs, forcing them to come up to cover. The deepest of the inside patterns is the post. It is run at 10 to 12 yards with a head and shoulder fake to the outside before the angle break to the goal post. In this example, the back is dropping to the post area, so the receiver makes an outside move to turn him. He gets open, but the timing is poor, and this allows the safety man to almost break up the pass. If the post pattern is run correctly and the timing is on, it very often results in a touchdown. On the curl or strike pattern, the receiver must do his best to drive the defender back as far as possible, so a hole is created for him to settle in. He should be under control so that the turn is made as quickly as possible. The feet should be spread to give him balance to move for any off-target throws and then to turn upfield. In this example, the receiver appears to be going full speed, yet he is under control enough to stop and set up within 3 yards. Because the receiver accepts the curl with his back to the defender, he must catch the ball with his body. One way to run a curl is to release with a burst, then glide, then drive on the defender to turn him, then settle with balance, catch the ball, put it away, and turn upfield. The threat of a deep pass is the best fake a receiver has, because if he can cause the defender to turn, he has him whipped. A very effective pass is the short out. At 5 yards, a sharp 45-degree cut is made to the outside. The receiver should actually be coming back toward the line of scrimmage at the catch to stay away from the defender as long as possible. On a quick pass like this, the receiver's head should snap around on the break to locate the ball, which may already be in the air. The short out can be used to pull up a defense which is laying back waiting for the long passes. This will keep them honest and make the long passes easier to run later. The success of the short out is based on timing between quarterback and receiver. And if the timing is perfect, the pass is almost impossible to stop. The medium out is run at 10 to 12 yards. A fake to the center of the field will set up the break to the sideline. When making the sideline catch, remember both feet must touch inbounds to make the catch legal. The out should consist of a 45-degree break off the inside foot with the receiver again coming back toward the line of scrimmage slightly to avoid the defense. On this pass, timing again is critical. In the example, notice that the ball is in the air before the receiver is turned, and also his awareness of the sidelines by tapping his feet to make the catch legal. The out pattern can be set up by looking to the inside. It can be run off the slant. It can also be run with pure speed to drive and turn the defender. No matter what method the receiver chooses, the success of an out or any other pattern depends on getting to the ball and making the catch. The receiver has to want that ball. The out and up pattern consists of an abbreviated 5-yard out and a sudden break deep. This is used after the defender has been burned several times to the outside and he is reacting up very quickly. Field position is important in deciding whether or not to run this pattern. In this example, the receiver makes an excellent move, yet runs out of the playing area. On a straight burst up the field, or streak, the receiver should maneuver his body in accordance with the flight of the ball in order to make the catch in full stride. The receiver should wait until the ball is almost to him before extending his arms for the catch. The arms should be left free for normal running action. On the streak, the receiver simply blows full speed upfield. The quarterback should loft the ball so that the receiver can use his speed to run under it. Because speed is so essential on this pattern, the receiver's arm action should be normal until the ball drops into his hand. In this example, notice how the receiver adjusts his pattern in relationship to the flight of the ball. A better way to run the long pattern is called a lazy up. The receiver slows down, straightens up and bends to the outside, then turns on the speed down the sideline. This action lures the defender into relaxing and gives the receiver excellent outside positioning for the lofted bomb. The receiver comes off the line normally, then glides and straightens up, drifts to the outside, then breaks past the defender who has been sucked up and now is beaten. If you want to be a receiver, you should have confidence in each pattern you run. You gain confidence by running it so many times in practice that you know you can run it successfully in a game. You must run intelligent routes based on the defender and the defenses you are facing. This intelligence stems from long hours in team meetings and on the practice field. With the right patterns, you can find an open spot in the most crowded secondary. With the right pattern, you can defeat a whole group of defenders. Whether you get open by 10 yards or by half a step, you should have confidence that you can get behind any defensive back. Confidence to catch any pass thrown. Intelligence and confidence. They start before